field. It's going to be the 44C Holly Clark and the 7 Kylie Daniels. Green flag is out, and we're racing down to turn 1, Steven.
We're off and running, and we've got only 2 drivers in this field that have a main event victory. That's the 8 car of Daniels with 5 wins, the 19 car of Armtrout with 2 wins. A 30-point difference. Not enough cars in the field to make that up. So right now, Brody Armtrout is your champion for 2019. Way to go for the young micro sprint graduate. Driver that you know pretty well, Rodman.
Yeah, he's also an Outlaw car graduate. Started out in the Outlaw karts, then moved up to the micros, and here he is on the pavement here in the junior late model class at All-American Speedway. So great to see Brody's progress here throughout the racing ranks.
04 Cole Brown was very impressive in qualifying, and they gave him a tough task. 20 laps to go from 6th to 1st. He's taking his time. He wants to run that car in the pro late model race as well. So you got to weigh, do I save that for the big boys tonight? But so far, he's made quick work of the field, and he's up to 2nd.
Yeah, he moved right by 2 cars there in 1 lap. That 04 Cole Brown absolutely on the move right now. Your leader, though, is Kylie Daniels. That lead is about to dissipate quickly, but as I say that, she ran a 15.139 last time by Cole Brown with a 15.114. He's a little bit faster, but she's putting up some good lap times.
Looks like Brody Armtrout running a very conservative race so far back there in P5 as we are 5 down, 15 to go. It's Kylie Daniels, Cole Brown, the 8 car of Aiden Daniels, 44 of Holly Clark, the 19 car of Brody Armtrout, the 44, our youngest driver in the field, the 12-year-old Lane Anderson, rounding out the field. Most of these drivers coming out of Bandolero cars for the 04 of Cole Brown. He ran a full season of limited modifieds at Ukiah last year, so he's got the most experience in a full-size car in this field, and it is showing.
Yeah, definitely is showing right now. You can see him when he was getting by those other cars. He really knows his space around his car, how much room he's got to work with when he gets side by side with multiple cars at the same time. So it looks like he's definitely got some experience in a full-bodied stock car here. He looks to the inside for the race lead off turn number 4, trying to get by Kylie Daniels for the lead.
Side by side in turn number 1. We'll see if Daniels races him or if she maybe thinks about the gap they have on the group. They're going to go side by side down the back straightaway here coming up. We're not even halfway yet. A very quick work by the 04 Cole Brown. He takes the lead to lead lap number 9.
Yeah, Cole Brown definitely the class of the field so far in this one. He takes the lead off turn 2 down the back stretch. Kylie Daniels falls back to 2nd, and behind her it's the 8X of Aiden Daniels.
Daniels in car number 8. He may be able to reel in these drivers before this thing is done. He's only run 6 of the main events. He's won 5 of them. He's had a sterling season in these cars. He's been a bit of a revelation, and he's done a real good job in the pro races as well. And also, he's about as tall as me and Rodman. He's about 6'4", so he's probably the tallest junior late model driver in California. And he'd be standing real tall if he can get the big trophy on the biggest night of the year. And he's only got 8 laps to take car 8 to the front.
I'll tell you right now, being tall is not all that is cracked up to be if you're trying to be a race car driver. But right now, Aiden Daniels is looking pretty good. He's starting to track down. I'm not sure if that's his sister, or is that his sister out there, Kylie Daniels?
I believe it is his older sister. We want to remind our race fans down there to keep back from the racing fence. There's some white lines down there. We want to remind you to get back from the fence unless you want to put on a helmet and a safety suit, as this thing's coming out of the wire, and sure looks like Cole Brown has got it in hand, but every lap counts. And with 6 to go, anything can happen. And to your point about the Daniels family feud here, Kylie is not making things easy on Aiden here.
Yeah, she's definitely holding them off right now. I believe these cars do have spotters, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm sure that the spotters are coming over the radio. Hey, your brother's right behind you. Don't let him go by. We want you to be standing up there in that 2nd spot. That'll be something to talk about on the drive home, that's for sure. Daniels
being the younger Aiden Daniels with the signature crossover move, the best way to make a pass in these cars. And he executed that beautifully. And he's going to overhaul Daniels. He's going to overhaul Daniels. Oh, Kylie got into the loose stuff there. Walks down that Camaro. This caution flag is going to erase a 2-second lead that Cole Brown had on the field. And race fans, game on for a couple drivers from up north, a driver from Ukiah and a driver from Fort Bragg. And I guess whoever gets the win has to buy the other one some Treasure Cove pizza up there in Upper Lake when this one's said and done. This is going to be a little bit of a bragging rights duel as they get ready to wrap up 2019.
Yeah, only 4 laps will be left when we go back green here. The 7 car Kylie Daniels, a quick spin. She fires it back up and will continue on. So a very quick caution here as we get the 44 of Lane Anderson to the back of the field. And we should be able to go green here momentarily, Steven. The 04 Cole Brown, he's not out of this thing quite yet. The 8X, as you mentioned earlier, has 5 wins here this season, so he's definitely going to be a tough competitor here in these final 4 laps.
Take this opportunity to thank one of our official sponsors, the Hilton Garden Inn in Roseville. There's a lot of hotel options in Roseville. We want you to think about choosing the Hilton Garden Inn. They've been a great partner here in 2019, located just on the other side of Highway 80. Also want to thank Quick Quack Car Wash. Boy, they're growing fast. Can't believe how many Quick Quack car washes there are all over Northern California. I want to thank our race fans who have patronized them and helped them grow. Reminder to find a location near you, and there is definitely one near you. You go to don'tdrivedirty.com for Quick Quack Car Wash. I want to thank them for their support. Also want to thank Bearco Redwood. If you're looking for redwood lumber, you got a big project before we get into the winter time, you can visit them on their Riverside location, right alongside our headquarters for Bill McAnally Racing in 900 Riverside. Bearco, a proud sponsor for many years here at the All-American Speedway, powered by Roseville Toyota. Well, you get to pick the inside or the outside, Chase Rodman, and it looks like Cole Brown will go inside, Aiden Daniels.
Yeah, that's kind of an interesting move there from the 04 car. Obviously, I'm not here every weekend to know if that's a good move or not, but I feel like the top of the racetrack, especially down in 3 and 4, is definitely a viable place to make a pass here. So the 8 car of Aiden Daniels might be in a good spot. The pace car pulls off. We're looking for the final 4 laps here in the junior late model feature event. We're going to bring a good start on the outside for Aiden Daniels.
Pretty good, but he may be fixing to try the crossover as he's going to fill the hole. And don't look now, but a guy who saved his tires is in the catbird seat is Brody Armtrout, is in a position, I think, if something goes wrong, he could probably capitalize.
Yeah, Armtrout, those two make some contact up there. Like you said, he's in that catbird seat. He's got possibly an advantage over these guys if they start getting together, but it looks like the 04 is just too good tonight.
Looks like Holly Clark has put on a really steady performance in her debut in Roseville. Only her 3rd career junior late model start of any kind. Straight out of those little tiny quarter midget cars all the way to a late model. So tip of that hat to all of our young drivers. What a clean and exciting race. And none more excited than this guy, the 04 Cole Brown, who's got one more lap to go.
Yep, he's just got to go down the back straightaway one more time, and into turns 3 and 4, the 04 car from dead last, 6th place to the win. He only got there in about 10 laps, so the 04 car dominates here tonight. Double checkers from flagman Britt Rauscher, and the race is over as the 04 Cole Brown takes it.
Cole Brown out of Ukiah is going to be your winner. 2nd place for Aiden Daniels. And how about the 19 car of Brody Armtrout out of Smartsville will be your 2019 junior late model champion. Holly Clark from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and the 7 car of Kylie Daniels. How about a round of applause for all of our junior late model racers? That was a clean and green stock car race here in Roseville.